Hello everyone, I got a Choro-Q in of the Drift Grand Prix Vertex JZZ30 Sora. So it's a Toyota SC430 I think, but it's got I think a Supra engine in there. I don't know if the regular SCs had Supra engines, I don't know. Anyways, there it is in action. And it came out in 2005, this toy. And it's taped together, so it's actually new. Plus only it's cardboard, and there's nothing down here. Just trying to see how easy it is to open. No, I guess this is why you should use a knife. Crazy. That's some strong tape. Amazing. Okay, that experiment didn't work. Now we know you want to use a knife cutting these things. A lot of dust from that cardboard action. This is from a D-Sport magazine article here, so I'm not sure if the exact same car, but I think it is. I mean, just looking at the stuff on the hood here, HKS, it's a big banner, the drift banner on the windscreen. And this thing is rolling Volk Racing GTC wheels, I think they're called. I'm going to 3D print swap those things a little later. And it's just funny to think of what is known to be a luxurious sports coupe and using it as a drift car. But if it's rear wheel drive and you throw enough horsepower in there, sorry for that Lego dude, I guess it should drift pretty well. So this has the stock Choro-Q wheels and tires. On the side here, you'll notice the text is backwards, but that's exactly what the photo did. I don't know why these people are too lazy to make a second set of graphics where the text reads correctly, but they literally just printed out a mirror, not a mirror image, but just like through it. So on this side, it makes sense, right? This is all properly done as far as the English writing goes, but this side, it's just all backwards because they're lazy. It's really weird, and that's happening on the real car. Okay, well anyways, door handle detail there, some window molding detail there. All this printing is paint, so it's white and gold paint going on here. Going to the front, there's some black paint in all the vents, very cool. And then some silver for the lights, and the grill is a little bit of both. And then we have this like charcoal metallic here, probably, well, it looks kind of brown in those images, but I don't know what the real color is. But nice, you see the white and gold text here, very cool. Funky little graphic. I'm not sure what this graphic is either. Well, curious. I'm gonna zoom in. I don't know what that is. Is that a flying robot? Some sort of spaceship? I don't know. Anywho, no wiper blades or anything like that. Is this a sticker? No, this is actually tampo printed. Okay, that's very cool. ORC, not sure what that is. And then this must be the driver, T. Ueno. Okay, and then, oh, there's printing on the window. That's not very common on Choro-Qs. Car make something, T&D, and then some Japanese text. Okay, so yeah, all this side text is almost all legible, actually. So pretty impressive, considering how small the text is. So even the side of the wing has some text, the top as well. Sweet vax, I don't know. The rear windscreen, well, whatever you'd call this window back here, it's got Advan. And then a sticker on the back, and the taillights. Pretty good separation with the black printing there. Kind of, those tailpipes are just molded into the body. Might want to add some silver paint there. Okay, let me back this out here. I'm looking for a fuel filler door. I don't see one. Well, anyways, considering it's 20 years old, it's actually in very good shape. So I'm going to swap out the wheels. A good way to do so is just to take off the tires, what's on the car. Oh, it is a pullback toy, by the way. The rear wheel tires are still soft. The fronts, though, this is going to be a problem. They're definitely hardening up. I think I could still reuse them. Oops, sorry, my electric drill. I just pressed it. Yeah, those tires are getting hard. I'm not sure if they're going to go on to the new 3D printed wheels. So standard construction of a screw in the front and a tab in the back. There's no dating on this thing. That's weird. most often Choro-Qs have some sort of date as to when it was made. Maybe, but not this time. Let's see if we can get that tab out. Yeah, so they're not really designed to be taken apart. So very often you have to shave some material off this tab, which I'm going to have to do. Alright, I'll show you how I do that. I just take an X-Acto knife, do a couple passes on the back of this. That actually might be enough already, but I gotta get this side. Yeah, so now I can lever it out, hopefully. Just twist that. There you go. So yeah, not too hard. Obviously you don't want to shave off too much, or just shave off the whole tab and just keep it on. There's the wing melt marks and the window melt marks. 1919 is there. This was a maroon. Oh, here's a production dial. So this was made in 2005. Yeah. Well, just like the packaging said, but it would be nice if that dial was on the outside. Alright, let's see if these wheels are knurled on the axle. Oh, that's so painful. Yes, but yes. They are knurled, so that's probably the easiest, best design to get wheels off, because you just got to twist it off. So that one... Oh, boy. Yeah, it is quite painful, though. So I might use these. Start off there. Now I gotta grab the axle. Do that again. Let me come back. So here are my 3D printed wheels, and I use some putty so it's slammed like the real car is. It's not the greatest paint job, but the thing's so small. It's the best I can do. Anyhow. Let's look at a few other things that are known to drift in cartoon form. We have a 350Z. I really gotta get some better wheels on this thing. Yeah, another time. An RX-7. This I have 3D printed T37s. But this was actually, I think, a grip racing livery. I just don't have a drift RX-7. But this is also from a D1 set. It's a Sylvia with some 3D printed T37s. Okay. And then the good old Supra. This is from the Fast and Furious collection. Although it wasn't really drifting in that movie. I wish that was silver. Anyways. It's also a bit gappy. And then some Hot Wheels. We have an RX-3. I swapped out the wheels with, I think these are Puff Studio wheels. And then the Hakosuka looking thing, but it's really just called the Manga Tuner? Tooned Manga Tuner? Yeah. These are BNDS alloy wheels. They're so small that I don't even think they're touching the ground. But it looks really comical, right? And add some paint details. Okay, so let's go get a lower angle here. Yeah, the regular stance just, look how gappy that is. Doesn't look good at all. I should lower that one, actually. All the other ones look pretty good. Yeah, I'm going to split this aside and lower it. I'm going to put this aside and put some new wheels on it, so next time. All these look like they should be drifting. Okay, well. So this Choro-Q has a lot of details printed on it. Pretty cool. The only thing I guess I don't like is the coin holder, but I don't think Choro-Q is going to get away from that. It's just their tradition. But yeah, other brands thankfully don't have coin holders on their deformed cars. Thanks for watching today. We'll see you in the next one. Drift down.